Today I am going to test the height advantage in Shogun 2, and I'm going to do that using Bow Samurai, at least at first. So I'm going to get 2 units of Bow Samurai, equal stats, playing on normal so hidden combat modifiers can't possibly affect it, and I'm going to play on a siege map as the defender, and that's the easiest way that I can think of to give the AI, I'm going to have range so there's no fire arrows. This is the easiest way that I can think to give the AI an elevation disadvantage. This is the easiest elevation discrepancy that I can contrive to test this really easily. So here we go. If this goes well, what will happen is they'll both open fire on each other at the same time in identical circumstances except for the height difference. Shogun 1 had this right. So with Shogun 1, you would get a massive range advantage, just like in Rome Total War and Medieval 2. Those games all did this right. You had gravity in your favour, and so the ballistic trajectories would permit extended range, and that incentivised taking the high ground with your ranged units and holding it. Ranged units benefit the most readily and intuitively from height out of any other kind of unit. Obviously cavalry coming down a hill are going to crash. Infantry that already have their weapons above the enemy and can easily bring them down upon their heads have an advantage. But when you're talking about bows and arrows and slingers and crossbows with their bolts, it's so easy to see how that would confer an advantage. All you have to do is toss a rock down a hill as a kid and you can immediately see the difference. So let's see how Shogun 2 handles it. Fuck. Alright, I'm gonna have to keep doing this. I think something like a half or a third of the time they'll spawn down the slope in front of the fort. Fucking hell. Yeah, so in Shogun 1, you can fire way sooner. That's the first Total War game. I've already tested it. And you can fire way earlier, and by the time they get within range they're probably tired, and then you can charge while fresh. So the height advantage in Shogun 1 was substantial. Total War started out strongly incentivising and rewarding high ground, and it was never more obvious than with bows, because the tutorial of Shogun 1 basically just puts it right in front of you immediately how important it is and how much it can benefit the player. Finally, fucking hell. Alright, they're walking, they're running. I'm gonna run until I'm definitely within range, and then open fire hopefully at the same time. No fire arrows, that's good. Alright, wait until we're all within range. And we go. So this is a perfectly fair engagement.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord!
And of course, we didn't get to shoot sooner. They gained the ability to fire the exact instant we did. And I've got a hypothesis about how this is implemented. I think that the way Shogun 2 handles the height advantage for archers is just really bizarre, and it does it by permitting less men to fire. I don't know, does the weight of arrows seem less, or is it just me? Because there is a difference already, there seems to be a difference. And I think it's a deterministic difference. It's a difference that repeats. 96 to 78. 74 to 90. 72. I don't fully understand the difference. I would have always assumed that there isn't any benefit to being above, because I've never really felt it. But then again, I've always been playing on Legendary where hidden combat modifiers cripple my units. 59 to 82. So if there is a difference, it's not much. 82, 78. There is a difference. Whatever the cause is, it's there. Although it seems like most of it occurred at the outset of the fight. $77, 48. They might row now. 44. 76 to 44. 42. It might be the geometry of the firing arc, because I'm pretty sure that we take less arrows than we put out. We've already lost all this ammo. 69 to 35, so we outnumber them 2 to 1 at this point. 32 to 67. Yeah, we outnumber them more than 2 to 1 now. It's a shitty fight, it takes ages to resolve. Archers are just not decisive in Shogun 2, they really are not. Look at that, we're getting 1 kill per volley at this point. And this is on normal, where there's no hidden combat modifiers, presumably. 25. Look at that, they've not had any morale shock.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
We're out of ammo. My god, we ran out of ammo the exact moment they broke. Jesus. Yeah, so we've got barely more than half left. Yeah, so there has been a difference. I'm thinking if I could give them the height advantage over me. It's a lot easier to set up a test where you have the height advantage. It's hard to reverse it. Alright, now I'm gonna go with Boashigaru. That's Oda, shit. 500, 550, gonna put that as a Tomo. Boashigaru, yeah. And we'll do it again. So, Shogun 2 definitely does not give a range advantage. You can't shoot farther when you're higher up, which is fully intuitive and sensible and is a good mechanic. It's extremely rewarding to be able to shoot farther because you're higher up. It makes sense from the physics, it's intuitive, it's sensible. The gameplay that emerges from it just sort of sits well with everyone that's playing it, I think. Alright, here we go. I might stop, so I might... Yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna stop right there and wait. We're gonna have the height on them. We're gonna shoot first, I think, that way. Alright, so we're static, and we have a serious height elevation advantage over them. And I think we'll shoot first. And once again it's raining, so there's no fire arrows to confound the test. It's just us straight slugging out. Front of the unit, shooting only. Open fire about the same time.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord!
Yeah, and I think we're going to have about the same exposure both ways. The front half of the unit is firing in both cases. 149 to 140. I think they'll move forward once they take a lot of casualties. It's weird how the gaps are allowed to exist in the unit. They haven't moved forward, they don't reform to fill in the holes. In Shogun 1 they move forward to fill in the holes. Yeah, but this could easily just slow down, because only the front half of the unit can shoot in both cases, I think. Yeah. And those are quickly being depleted, so the front half of each unit is going to cancel itself out. They'll cancel each other out, although there is going to be collateral damage on the back as well. Let's see if there's any gaps. Yeah, dead guy there at the back. But yeah, these are really slow, indecisive fights in general. But there is a big difference, 139 to 112. And they're shaking. So they might rout early in the fight. They might waver and rout. Also, fighting a unit above you, I think, gives morale malices. At least in the melee, I'm not sure if that's happening right now. I don't know if they can register that they're engaging a unit way higher up. I don't think that would happen. I think they're taking morale malices purely from casualties right now. Yeah, 2 losses. Three losses. Yeah, these are indecisive slow fights. I'm gonna fast forward. 94, 90, 88, 83. We have most of our ammo. 78. 78 still. 76. 74. I think they're recovering their morale. 70. 68. Yeah, their morale's recovering. 67. Still 67. Still 67. Consecutive useless volleys. 64. 64. 63. 61. 60. They're gonna rout now. 58. Any second they'll rout. 57. 55. No, they'll rout. 53. Yeah, they're routing now. Oh no, they're not. 49. They're not routing at 47. 42. 38. 37. Wow, I'm surprised they've hung on as long as that. 34.
One of our units has used all
33.
its
And
ammunition.
we're out of
by now.
ammo? Oh my god. We ran out of fucking ammo. 74 to 33. So they're gonna just keep shooting. And now they're out of ammo too. Do we have towers? Yeah, we do. Shit. Alright, well, at the point that both units run out of ammo, we have 72 to their 33. Oh man. There's something wrong with Shogun 2. If a unit of Boashigaru firing at itself, essentially, cannot successfully rout itself from the field with such an advantage, it'll run out of all of its ammo first. Then that's fucked up.
Victory will soon be yours.
Yeah, bows have problems in Shogun 2, man. I've always known it. 72. Yeah, so we won again, and there was definitely a clear performance difference. I just wish that there was a range advantage. And I think the implementation of the height disadvantage is that some bows just decide not to shoot for no reason. Let's see if we can do that again and run within range and see how that affects it. Alright, so hopefully they spawn in the exact same position. I don't have to do this set up bullshit again and again. And this is Tarajo. If it was Spanish it would be Tarajo. Tarajo. But it's in fucking Japan, so it's Tarajo. Tarajo. Yeah. I'm gonna run a bit closer, get within range properly. Fuck, alright. I'm gonna run up to them. Oh man. Maybe we can do a test here, maybe. Nah, we're too fucking... They're gonna just capture the fort, aren't they? Ah, test's already fucked because the tower's firing at them. And I can't tell them to hold fire. Wait a minute. Maybe I can pull them into an engagement then. They've lost one. Alright, we're underneath them now. Wait, I can pull them down here maybe? Yeah, they're coming for me. Alright, I can sort of get a test going. They're gonna take more losses. This way I can give myself a fight where they have a height advantage on me. So I can take the very low ground and let them fire down at me. They've got losses. Fuck. Alright, let's see how this goes. No, wait, I can go even further back. Yeah, alright, this will establish. This is even better than what I would have done. we're going to go really low underneath them and let them come within range and open fire with a slight disadvantage. And they're tired and we're not. So if they win this engagement, that'll settle it that Shogun 2 does give an advantage, a hidden advantage, a systemic hidden advantage.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord!
To bows that are on the high ground. Alright, let's go safely within range. Yeah, we're in range now with everything. So all of their bows can shoot at all of my bows, and vice versa. And we're even. Yeah, now they've taken the lead, 140 to 136. And now we just let it fight out and see how it goes. 139 to 136. 133 to 126. 123, 126, 114, 126, 105, 119, 96, 112, 89, 111, 83, 106, 76, 106, 71, 102, 68, 98, 62, 95, 58, 91, 51, 86,
Our
44,
men are
84.
running from the
Yeah.
battlefield! A shameful display!
So they started the fight with 152, ended it with 84, and they routed our unit, which was way below. So that settles it. Even though Shogun 2 doesn't give extra range to ranged units, when they are firing, when they're exchanging, I'm trying to think, do units lower cause damage slower, or do units higher cause damage faster? I think firing up reduces damage. I don't think firing down increases it. I think that the rate that units inflict casualties doesn't go up by being elevated, but I do think it goes down from being lower. So what that means is that there isn't a height advantage, but there is a height disadvantage, and I think it's because some bows just decide not to shoot, and that reduces their effective DPS, because I ran out of ammo first when I was higher up. Remember? I ran out of ammo and I had to wait and let them run out of ammo too, and it was several volleys, so that indicates that they were just not firing. So there isn't a height advantage in Shogun 2. Not only can you see it from how you don't get extra range, but you can see it from how you don't inflict casualties faster. You're only protected from units lower than you. So if there's going to be bows firing at you, make sure that you're way above them when possible. And also complain about this shit mechanic and request that future Total War games implement an actual height advantage, because all the Total War games that did that were better for it, and all the Total War games that haven't had it have suffered from serious shortcomings in the gameplay because of it. And that's it. Test concluded.